The perception that there isn't much research supporting chiropractic principles and techniques remains a stubborn and damaging myth. But it's a myth that isn't confined to the general public. I'm Bud McLeod, Editor-in-Chief at Dynamic Chiropractic. In a recent interview, Dr. Brian Budgell, Director of Neurophysiology at Canadian Memorial Chiropractic College, discussed why this myth persists despite the growing body of proof of the effectiveness of chiropractic care. What he says may surprise you.
I am Dr. Brian Budgell, the Director of the Neurophysiology Lab at CMCC in Toronto, Canada. Perhaps 50 years ago, looking at the scientific knowledge of the day, you would have said that chiropractic was unscientific, that the scientific knowledge of the day actually contradicted many of the core concepts of traditional chiropractic. That situation has changed completely. These days, a lot of the research which is emerging is in support of some of these fundamental concepts. The origins of chiropractic were in the management of visceral disorders. In fact, the first two patients that D.D. Palmer recorded were patients with first a hearing difficulty and then with a cardiovascular problem. So the concept of the subluxation originated as a cause of visceral disease. The subluxation as conceived by D.D. Palmer was in fact a biomechanical lesion of the spine with neurological implications. For many years there has been a great deal of very good biomechanical research so that we understand how the spine moves and how it may become dysfunctional mechanically, but we've tended to ignore the neurological implications. And perhaps this is because of the technical challenges involved in this type of work. Now, with advancing techniques, we're able to revisit some of the neurological concepts. And in fact, most of the research which is coming out tends to validate these very core ideas of chiropractic. I think the quality of the work which is going on right now is underestimated. Information is coming out constantly, information which could improve practice and also help to validate chiropractic care in general. It's not widely appreciated inside the profession because much of this research is published in scientific journals which the average practitioner, indeed the average chiropractic college, would not have access to. So yes, the information is much more valuable, much richer than many of us imagine it to be. What modern research does is to validate what the average practitioner is doing in their practice. And this gives the practitioner more confidence. The knowledge helps them to educate their patient. It helps them to converse with their colleagues and with other health professionals. And so it gives the profession something which is very important, and that is cultural authority. People understand that we understand what we're doing, and therefore they will come to us for care. This helps us to access and therefore to help more people. If I think of where chiropractic was 20 or 25 years ago when I came into the profession, there was virtually no research in support of the chiropractic management of low back pain or neck pain. And in a couple of decades, that has turned around completely. And in fact, many of the people who previously criticized chiropractic management of back pain patients are now scrambling to take on board our approach and our techniques. I think if you look 20 to 25 years into the future, you're going to see the same thing with the management of somatovisceral disorders.
As Dr. Budgell says, think about where chiropractic was a few decades ago. Where will it be a few decades from now as research continues to verify essential principles?